And whenever she does get down, I do still try to be positive, but I'm not gonna automatically tell her, you know, right after I can tell that she's down, be like, well, just smile, because that's not gonna necessarily fix the situation. In this Motivational Makeup Monday, I'm going to be giving you motivation for if someone in your life is very sick. Hey guys, well, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here though, my name is Hannah and I upload beauty videos every Monday and Friday. I would really appreciate it if you stuck around and subscribed. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're unfamiliar with my Motivational Makeup Monday series, I will leave it linked for you guys, but also as a brief recapper, I take a topic or a subject, put a little motivational spin, give you some encouraging words while also doing my makeup. I'm very excited for this one. It's very near and dear to my heart, so let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm gonna start a little differently by starting with my face makeup. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I'm going to start by priming my skin. I have already moisturized it. I feel like I came to this realization recently, last week or sometime around that time, that I feel like based on movies and just how hard times are portrayed, that it's portrayed, you know, if somebody goes through cancer or a car accident, something tragic happens, it's portrayed that everyone puts their differences aside, whether if you're having differences with anybody in your life, that they just put all that aside and then just rally together, and it's like, yes, this cancer is hard, or yes, this, you know, car accident is hard, whatever tragic event happened, but at least, you know, hey, we're gonna put our differences aside and now everything will be okay. I'm not trying to say I haven't had a good support system, because I have had a good support system. But I will say that with my mom's cancer, there's also been other issues. I don't know, like, I don't even like saying that. I just want to be very honest on this Motivational Makeup Mondays. Like, yes, I'm going to be encouraging, like, don't worry. But also I want to be realistic with, you know, about life as well. I guess what I'm just trying to say is things aren't necessarily always magically better after something very tragic happens. Sometimes more tragic things continue to happen, and it really has brought me closer to the Lord. And I know that it's easier said than done, and even now things aren't perfect. I mean, life isn't perfect, so, you know, I feel like it's never going to be perfect, but it has definitely brought me closer to the Lord. But I do want to say I've had a hard time, and it's really unfortunate. But, you know, once again, and I know that you know this, but still going through trials is obviously hard, and nobody wants to go through trials, but it does make you a stronger person. This is the Benefit Industrial Strength Concealer. It does make you a stronger person. Just a second. And it's definitely made me rely more on the Lord. I have 2 other videos talking about my mom's cancer that I will link for you guys if you haven't seen them yet, just so you can be caught up, because I don't want to, you know, necessarily repeat everything that I've mentioned in those videos, because then this would be super long. But my mom does have a breast cancer, that, like, an incurable form of breast cancer. I don't like saying the term terminal, so just don't like calling it that. She has gone through radiation, and right now she is doing pretty well, but every now and then she does still get down, and ultimately you do need to be there for the other person, even if you don't know what to say. You need to be there for the best, in the best way that you can be there for them. And it's important to talk about things other than cancer. You know, you need to show that obviously you are, you know, concerned about their health, but I just feel like they don't always want to talk about cancer. So try to talk about other things with them as well. And for this, I'm using cancer as an example, because that is just what personally has affected me and my family. But as I kind of mentioned briefly, this could also go for a car accident or something I guess I would classify it as life-changing, because I can definitely consider a time and see a time before we knew my mom had cancer and after. I would just also like to remind you of the importance of checking in on family members of those who are like those who have family members that are sick, like how my best friend checked in on me after finding out about my mom's cancer, and those people need to be heard as well. I know that I am not the one who is personally going through cancer, and I would definitely never say that I know what they're going through, but I am still going through a hard time as well, even though I'm not the one who physically has cancer. So it's important to check in on those people in your life as well. And then based on the situation, you might need to step up a little bit. For example, I needed to step up in the fact that I remind my mom to take her medicine. She has to take at least 2 pills every single day, and a lot of the times 3 pills every single day at a specific time. And I'm using the term step up just as in like, it's something that I obviously didn't have to do before, but also it's obviously not very difficult for me to remind her to take her medicine, but it's very important. So that is, just something, that I now do to really remind her and try to help her out, because she has other things on her mind as well. And since it's so important to, for her to take her medicine, I definitely want to remind her about that fact. So, make it easier on the person's life, on the person that you're caring for, or the person who, is your family member, or, however the situation is. Make it easier on them whenever possible. Going to do my lip product next because I want my eye primer to dry down a little bit more. As I was saying earlier, I'm going to use this shade as a transition color. Occasionally my mom does still get down. I feel like that's understandable. So if you are in that situation where, your family member or your friend, I know it's kind of like a no-brainer, but still, whenever you're around that situation, do try to be positive, but be positive and be understanding. As in, they might just want to talk about how they're feeling, and in that case, you should definitely listen to them. I think whenever she does get down, I do still try to be positive, but I'm not going to automatically tell her, right after I can tell that she's down, be like, well, just smile, because that's not going to necessarily fix the situation. But I do try to remind her of the positives, but also, do that carefully, as in, you still let the other person talk and kind of express how they're feeling, but you do still need to also be positive. Ultimately, the other person needs to know that you are there for them. And whenever she is down, I try to make a point to be even more positive around her. Let me do my mascara really quick and I'll be right back. Normally I apply my setting spray before I do my mascara, but I'm just doing things a little out of order today, so, better late than never, I guess. I wanted to remind you that you might be going through a hard time, or you might go through a hard time in the future, but just remember that you can get through this. I know, it might seem like it's just one thing after another, but you can get through this. If you liked this video, click over here. I will have my Motivational Makeup Monday playlist right here. I recommend watching that. Once again, thank you for watching. I upload beauty videos every Monday and Friday. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video.